Alright, we're back with some more Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. So first and foremost, before we go too far, I really gotta look at some of those tips there, because that actually looked like it might have been useful. I just launched without having any quests, I think. Whoops. Maybe I did have a quest. I don't know, we'll check my log once I'm out of here. God, this game is beautiful. It's a shame that we're probably never gonna get, like, capital ships like the previous game. Though I do like the dogfighter aspects to it. We'll see what happens once I have the bigger ships. So that would be... Well, we could try Clash in Texas. I'm certainly better equipped than I was. Probably still gonna get wrecked, but who knows? Anyway, so first thing... Let's see. First order of business, I've totally forgotten how to play. Second order of business, let's see. Let's see. It's tab to go faster. There we go. I don't want to overuse... Oh, that's a pirate. That is not mine. Okay, that's not it. Actually, this looks like this is just a... Where's that one? Pretty dang far away, so we're just gonna boost towards them. Oh man, this new engine is good. Anyway, let's see. So I should probably mention to people, seeing as a lot of people were like, turn up the voice acting and so on and so forth. I actually can't. It's tied to sound effects. Which is kind of a baffling decision, and I'm not really sure why. I'm not really sure why they went with that choice. What is that? Nope. I forgot how to ping. There we go. Bounty detected. That's pretty far away.
It's my understanding that you've helped yourself to some property which rightfully belongs to Brust Arms, probably at the behest of my idiot brother.
Hello there, Mr. Brust. I'm not sure how you found my comm ID, but...
Please, Miss Markev, don't make the mistake of conflating either my tenacity or my resourcefulness with that of Richter. We couldn't be more different. I suggest you calibrate your response accordingly.
Alright, so you're calling me, and I'm not dead. What's your angle, then?
Consider this my marker. I will call it in one of two ways. Either compelling your cooperation, or ensuring your elimination. When the time comes, you can decide which it will be. Until then, goodbye, Miss Markev.
Okay. Wow. I'm gonna turn the sound effects up just a little bit. Unfortunately, so, I guess what I'm trying to say here is, voice acting is tied to the sound effect. Like, voice acting is tied to the sound effect meter. Let's see, do we want to go for this guy? He's really freaking far away. Let's skip that. Let's go here. Supposedly there was some space trash that I could have picked up, but I flew by it and it wasn't showing back up on my pings. I think I need a better scanner. Okay, so this is Clash in Texas. Properly. This time. That last little dust up was entirely just a, That last little dust up was entirely a, let's see, there we go. It was entirely just like a random fight. Which I don't mind, especially now that I've got the better power setup. Let's grab the religious tracks as we go by. Some iron ore.
Looks like that's safely in the hole.
Okay. Where'd he go? I gotta get better. I gotta give me some better engines at some point. I gotta give me some better everythings. Luckily, this guy is slow as biscuits. Do we do a missile? Nah. Let's not waste our missiles. This guy.
Mayday, mayday. Requesting help from anybody in the area.
No, that's not the right one. Who is it? There you go. I think this is the one that I was fighting. Anyway, is there a targeting system in this game? There is. If you notice, I'm locked onto him as long as I'm within that red square. There is a harder version of aiming where you can actually... There we go. You drop anything cool? Nope, you did not. Okay, let's just keep picking these guys off. Looks like I got plenty of allies, so I should be fine. Anyway, let's see. God, there's too many things to say. So yeah, there is a harder difficulty mode where you have to manually target everything. I don't have a whole lot of interest in that because, like, holy crap. Hard enough to aim as it is. And, I don't know. Less fun for me. I'm just here to kind of have a fun, chill time blasting spaceships instead of really, like, stressing myself out over the idea of... Okay, we might have made some bad friends here. Okay. Who has got my butt? This one. I gotta get closer to this guy. He's a problem. Anyway, so like I was kind of trying to say... Like I was trying to say earlier, I can't turn up the voice acting as much as I'd like to. It is entirely tied to... Okay, we gotta bail.
Wouldn't mind a hand taking out this mark.
Hostile craft entering the area. Missile inbound.
Oh, dear one. I will end you.
Trying really hard to get closer to this thing. I think it...
Down. Systems heavily damaged. Systems critical.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get wrecked again. Yep, there we go. Ship just isn't good enough for this, but that's fine. Let's just go back and go from there. Anyway, yeah, so shooting will be super loud, and people will be a whisper, and there's nothing I can do about it, at least live and in combat, because pretty much there's no easy way for me to manage that. Let's just land at this station, pick up some easier missions. I think that guy's... Yeah, oh, right, he's calling us again. Well, that's fine. Okay, so let's pick up some missions. Let's pick up some easier missions, because dust up in Texas is a problem. Low risk cleanup, bit of a pain. I want to pick up, let's see, local delivery wouldn't be too bad. What else do we have? Detective work? Might be, no, never mind. Because, yeah, I don't want to do the, I don't want to do the cleanups, because they're a pain in the ass. Do we have a Merc Guild? We do have a Merc Guild. Let's see if I can do something easier. Yeah, because Clash in Texas is actually one of the easiest ones. Kansas Probe. Ah, but it's in the Kansas system. Okay, well, in that case, let's just go available missions. Let's just do some basic deliveries. And log is full. I wonder if that ever, like, opens up a little bit. Okay, and launch. But no, as far as today goes, I got kind of invested in the whole Ooblets controversy, and I've just been sitting around kind of upset about that, because, like... I don't want to talk about it. Ooh, that's good. Local delivery? Heck yeah. This'll be quick.
Destination reached.
Oh, am I just supposed to land here? Fort Lubbock? Probably is.
Docking request received. Automatic landing.
Okay, so we're just gonna land, drop off the cargo, keep going. Yeah, so what is Ooblets? Ooblets is a really adorable looking monster collection game, except for instead of fighting monsters, you have like dance-offs and stuff. It looks so cute. And it has such like a lovely art style, and it's made by like a husband-wife combo and so on and so forth. And they recently decided to make the switch to Epic Games as well. And we're kind of sassy about it. It wasn't like that big. I don't know, I've heard way worse sass than this, but apparently a ton of people latched onto it and were like, you know, this is like absolutely unforgivable. And so, yeah, people have just been like yelling straight up like death threats at them for the past couple of days. And And so I wanted to see, like, just how bad it was to stay somewhat informed on the thing. Not that I really do a whole lot of, like, not that I do a whole lot of, like, modern events recordings, but I like to at least be in the know of, like, controversies, so I'm not, like, playing a game by, like, a person that straight up, like, abuses children or something like that. I mean, obviously, that's not the case for either this game or Ooblets, but there have been developers that have been absolute scum, and, you know, I refuse to play their games. There's just random cargo hanging out here. I'm gonna grab it, 'cause why not? Anyway, but yeah, so I was just, like, listening to this for a little while, and I was like, yeah, let's figure out what's going on. And the answer is, yeah, they were just sassy in their blog post. And people got really, really mad about that. Okay, so now that the dialogue is gone, I'm just gonna finish this thought, because I really don't want to talk about it too long. What is this? Minor threat. Can I just warp through the planet? I guess I can. It doesn't even care. Well, that's convenient.
I have time for this.
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal.
Ugh. Stress signal. It's another one of these. I don't want to get too close to the transport. It looks like the transport's shooting these guys. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, to finish the thing about the Ooblets situation, like, I totally understand being upset at them for, like, yeah, releasing on Epic Games instead of Steam, and, like, they had been marketing on Steam, but, like, they just had a Steam page. Who's even talking to me? I can't even...
Animals, you just want to douse them all in lighter fluid and burn the whole damn house down.
What the hell?
Don't strike that match just yet.
I'm 10-8 to my next stop.
And a few pieces of silver.
Well,
Bring those unwanted treasures down to our showroom. We'll pay you cash on the spot. You'll walk away with newfound serenity. Nevada Pawn. The quality.
it's apparently an advertisement for Nevada Pawn. Okay, there we go. But no, I would have...
Destination reached.
I would have understood a lot more if they truly had been marketing solely on Steam before. But they actually, apart from having a Steam page, they never actually said they were going to release on Steam ever, or at least not directly. This isn't like some of the other games like Metro Exodus, where they'd even been like doing pre-orders and stuff. This is just an indie game developer that like had a Steam page, and then had the gall to be snarky about the fact that they're switching to Epic instead of other things. Oh, that's not the right one. There you are. And yeah, I've spent much of the afternoon just hanging out in their Discord, because this is a game that I'm actually like super excited for, and so I've spent much of the last couple hours just hanging out in their Discord. Well, I mean, trying to be positive about it, but just like I'll be having a conversation about like an upcoming feature, and somebody will just like roll in and just straight up like, yeah, throwing out racial epitaphs and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh boy. I mean, I get it on YouTube whenever I say something even remotely close to, like, controversial, but it's, like, small and, like, very much balanced out by the positivity. And it's just super baffling when I see, like, the gaming community get, like, really up in arms about something that isn't even that big of a deal. And, yeah, when, like, my favorite hobby is attached to... Why is my autopilot inhibited? The only thing left here is the contraband. Oh wait, do I need that stolen freight? I probably need that stolen freight there. No, it's contraband. Why can't I warp? Well, I don't want to do Clash in Texas anyway. Go to the other minor threat. Why is autopilot? Okay, I'm confused. That is weird. If people like to complain and find excuses to be angry. And like... Oh, do we have another distress signal? These things are constant. Do we go for it? We'll try it.
Destination reached.
Looks like they're in a bit of a fix.
I seem to be in a bit of trouble. I sure could use your help.
Just need to pair up and we can be on our way.
This is interesting. I've never...
Damn, you sure showed up at the right time. I can only give so much, but I hope this makes a square.
Destination reached. Craft inbound.
Huh. Well, that was kind of cool. Like, non-existent escort quest, but still. But no, I totally understand, like, getting up in arms about a game not being on the platform you want, and even, like, understand the desire for, like, one or the other.
Destination reached.
I just absolutely despise the fact that, yeah, my hobby and my job is being tied to these assholes that are just like, you know what would be a great thing to do? Voice my displeasure through death threats. And it's like, what? No. There's such a thing as reasonable discourse, and there's such a thing as going far too far. And it always bugs me when people, are... Actually, the thing that bugs me the most about this is there's a ton of people that's just like, the developers deserved this level of vitriol for being so snarky, and it's like, what are you talking about? No, they don't. They never do. Okay, so we could go to the jump gate. I don't really feel like it, though. Anyway, do we want to go back to... there? Let's go back here. I don't remember if there's much of the mining thing.
Destination reached.
Let's see. Imagine if you invest in their Kickstarter. You only use Steam. They didn't have a Kickstarter. I'm pretty sure they didn't. I'm gonna double check this one. They had a Patreon, which, like, again, I kind of understand, but, like, no matter how many promises a developer feels like, no matter how mad I am over, say, what are several games that I have kickstarted that have been utter failures. No matter how mad I am over the freaking, what's a good example? Mighty Number 9 being an utter shitfest, or Undungeon being potentially vaporware, or like a bunch of other games that I've made. Doesn't matter. It does not matter how mad I am about that. Never justifies this level of behavior. And, like, you can argue with me until you're blue in the face, but I will never concede the fact that there's any justification for being that awful to a person. Like, yeah, you can say, like, well, I'm never gonna buy your game, and cool. But that's about where it stops. You can't show up and be like, you need to die, you need to be... God, it is awful. And, like, mostly people just show up and are just like, why would you do this? You know, Epic is terrible. And it's like, that, you know, okay, fine, that's okay. But there's some real bad eggs, and it's just like, yeah. Let's see, in system. Maybe we could do the detective work. I think it's yellow-orange because it's supposedly harder, probably. And I hate the fact that so many people are trying to, like, justify it as just like, well, they shouldn't have been sassy in their blog posts. And it's like, I'm sassy all the time. I'm like, okay, fine, people can call me out for being sassy, but, like, death threats for sass, now that's a bit much. Grab that. Let's see. Can you get other ships in this game? Because that ship, I don't like the look. It looks like a garbage truck with thrusters. It is a garbage truck with thrusters and guns attached to it. That's actually how it's described. It's a hauling and waste scow. But yeah, you can get other ships that are way, way cooler than the one I'm rolling. They're just very expensive. I'm trying to save up for some of them, but it's gonna be a little while. I guess I've got 23,000. That's not terrible. I'm not gonna get the Durston because the Durston is a bit much. Honestly, we're probably gonna head for either the Sonora or the Sandhawk. Oh no, we definitely want to go for the Sandhawk. Hull light versus... Yeah, we'd probably still want to grab the Sandhawk, even if it's got less hull. Because, yeah, the rest of these are no good. Hopefully there's a greater ship variety than this. Hell, hopefully there's some actual proper, you know, capital ships once we get up there. Currently it's all small class and fighters and so on and so forth. It looks like there's larger classifications, so I should be okay. Yeah, the Sonora does have the cargo space. There is a potential reason for why I might want to go with the Sonora instead. Especially like the rear turret mount. I just don't entirely know which one I want to go for. I'll think about it. I mean, the Sonora is cheaper, and I think I can always, like, sell it. I don't know what the trade-in price is, but that's okay. Let's see. So the other thing we want to check is defense. So, I would like to also save up for some better shields. The recharge time is a bit of a worry, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, we might want to go for the bigger ship more than anything else. Either that or... Wait. I currently have plastine armor. We want to go to Veristeel. I have the money for the Veristeel. It doesn't cost me any power. And this is probably transferable to other ships. Let's grab the Veristeel, because my biggest issue is survivability. And so we're gonna pop the money right now, and we'll go from there. Can turrets be set to missile defense like the X franchise? I have no idea. Let's see, do we want to get an ECM package? Tempting. Yeah, we'll get an ECM. Okay, what about components? So we don't have much for radar, and my cargo hold is non-existent, but that's fine. Tractor beams, small. Right. What about subsystems? Oh. Repair droid, or mining scanner. Those might be interesting. I'm not sure if I want mining. And we should probably save up for a jump drive. Next? I don't know. Let's see, I already picked up missions. So let's get out of here. Let's see. Wander, why does your rage emote look like a coconut? Because it is a table. And they're both round and brown. And angry. But yeah, I'll be honest, I actually don't know too much about Space Sim type games. I rarely touch them. Let's see, so I might be able to do Clash in Texas at this point. Maybe I could have picked up more missions there. Okay, what do we got? God, this sound effect is good.
There we go.
Hostile craft entering the area.
Of course.
Nothing satisfies like Yik Yak Super Snack. High quality desiccants.
I wish I could turn off the ads. Okay, there you are.
Top food inspectors agree it's nutritionally ambiguous.
Nutritionally ambiguous. Well, that's not disconcerting in the slightest. Wow. This guy, this coach whip actually is a bit of an issue.
Look at this. Easy there.
Missile inbound.
Is that the same one I've been fighting? No. Okay. Got one of them. These guys actually... They managed... I'm glad I got that new armor. This would have been tough biscuits. The coach whip here is actually a bit of an issue. I'm just gonna... There we go.
Damn, that was close.
I'm definitely gonna use some more missiles on that one, or missiles on that one, because no use finishing this mission if I'm dead. Or, well, I don't know. No use. My missiles are no use to me when I'm dead. There we go. That's the actual word. Can you actually equip weapons, or is it just a ship? Oh yeah, you can equip weapons.
Disengaged by distress signal.
Let's check it out. They've been better to me this time around. I still don't trust them, but still. And thank you, Verisok, for the 500 bits.
Craft inbound.
Okay. Oh, it's another coach whip. Gonna head for the pirate first.
Somebody help!
Looks like trouble. Oh, you're dead.
Because those coach whips are a bit of a concern. Get some free components out of that. And was that designer clothes? Might have been. Okay, another pirate.
Missile inbound. Forward shields down.
No, 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 no.
And they're mostly behind me, which is good.
See how this suits you.
Aft shields down. Missile inbound.
Oh, that's bad.
Port shields down.
There's no real escape button, is there, in this game? Sucks a little bit. Because, yeah, I'm doomed.
Systems heavily damaged. Aft shields down. Missile inbound.
It's the goddamn coach whips.
Aft shields down.
Yeah, I'm not ready to fight them yet. I've got an okay ship, but it's not good enough. Not for that. Okay, so we were... Let's see, Independence. So we were here. We wanted to do detective work. Try that again. Can't you warp out? No, currently not. If you've got hostiles near enough, you can't escape them. And unfortunately, this thing is a... this thing is an absolute rust bucket. It is not nearly fast enough to run away from lighter pirate vessels.
There we go.
Hostile craft entering the area.
Okay. Ow!
Missile inbound.
This is good.
Forward shields down. Missile inbound.
Okay.
Down.
I don't know how to juke missiles particularly well. Yeah, so it's just flying circles around me. Nope, what am I locked on? There we go. It's a rose. On the plus side... They're going real slow. There we go.
Damn, that was close. Got it.
What else we got? Unfortunately, I think there was some more stuff that got dropped. But it's all contraband, which sucks. See, did I ever play stuff like Freelancer? No, I didn't, actually. Okay, I never got into the Freelancer games. Largely because I didn't know about them until I was much, much older. At which point, they... Let's see. At which point, you know, they were just kind of too outdated for me to get into them. Yeah, that ECM will be a must. I have an ECM. I don't know how to use it, though. Anyway, we're just... Whatever craft there is, I'm not fighting it. That initial missile salvo was no fun.
You are now entering
Oh, we can just skip that. I'll have to look at the controls. So I can actually use this ECM and a couple other things. Because I know you can also, like, strafe. But... I can't really skip. That's fine. Back to the concourse. We have anomalies, which actually sell for quite a lot. Eventually I'll care about where I drop these off so I can maximize the amount of money, but whatever. Grab a minor threat. Let's see. Pirate dangers? Probably do pirate dangers. But I should probably do... Oh. Log is full. Really? I wish it would actually tell me my current missions. Freelancer is today not outdated. Nice story, good voice acting. UI is slick and easy to use. Yeah, so when I say outdated, my main thing is just my channel exists largely to show off newer games. And so, let's see. Oh. Oh, I see. I just have religious tracks. Okay. Let's see. We do need repairs, though.
This is hell on my account.
Huh. I don't know why it didn't just have a refill launcher thing, but okay. But yeah, when it comes down to it, I exist to show off, like, new games, and, like, the older stuff that I do play will usually either be because I have some, like, special reason to do so, or... We should check what quests I have. Because I'm only seeing a couple on option. I'm afraid I picked up one or two that are actually out of system. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah. Now, when was Freelancer popular? Late 90s? I guess I do have 4. Let's just... Nope. We can't warp to the minor threat yet. Guess we gotta get away from the thing. Okay. So key mapping. Where the heck is... Because we have steer left and steer right, but that's not... Steering is not... strafing. That's just turning. I don't actually see the option. Boost shield power is... Wait, what? Oh, cockpit view toggle is 2. Okay, we'll have to try that. So it says boost shield power is A and then S. ADS, engine power. Oh, throttle up and throttle down is also Q and E. I'll keep that in mind, because sometimes using the mouse, scrolling the mouse is kind of difficult. ECM is X. Oh, yep. Deploy ECM is X. Boosters is tab. Pretty much knew that. What is shift? Doesn't actually look like that's anything. So I might want to do boosters as shift instead. Okay, Freelancer is 2003. Yeah, that would have made me 13 at the time. And I was very solidly, like, big on GameCube at the time. Okay. Yeah, so currently WASD just, like, pans the camera around. Okay. So engine power... let's see. Engine power increased, weapon power increased. Oh, I see. That's weird. I'm currently lawful. Transfer shields to power, sector map, closest mission, scan area, closest station, targeting mode, photo mode, capture film, power to shields. I'll have to keep that in mind. We also have, like, Call Richter. Ah! Here's how we get into third person. I don't know if flying in third person is going to be particularly good. Oh. Wow, that's going to be very strange to control. Looks nice. We don't want to do Clash in Texas. We're going to return the cargo from here.
Destination reached.
Because, yeah, I should turn in as many of these quests as I can. Grab more things. And third person is better in fights, more vision. Maybe my main fear is aiming and so on and so forth.
Mission complete. Cargo removed.
Okay. So now that we're done with that, let's immediately head back out. No reason to watch these. Though the landing cutscenes actually are some of the best that I've seen in these games. I've played a couple of them. I think, was it Void Destroyer? Which I kind of enjoyed. That had fun ships, but it was very repetitive. This is honestly kind of repetitive too, but still satisfying.
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal.
On the flip side, this does look like it might make turning easier. Is this my music or game music? This is the game music.
Mission reached.
Looks like somebody's in trouble.
I seem to be in a bit of trouble. I sure could use your help.
Just need to pair.
Oh, these are easy missions.
Damn, you sure showed up at the right time. I can only give so much, but I hope this makes us square.
Destination reached.
That's just 3,000 free credits. Okay, minor threat should be fine. I hope so, because that'd be a shame to lose out on that extra money.
Look what we have here.
Destination
All
reached.
right, here we go.
Whoops. Oh no, that is them. Oh god. I have no idea if I have better or worse aim like this. Okay. I do have better turning though, and it does look cooler. Wow, that was much faster. Huh.
Well, that went better than expected.
Might want to get a better scanner sooner than later. But yeah, when I first put up an episode for this game, I originally got dinged for a lot of copyright. Turns out I can actually just dispute every claim with the developer's permission, but like, ugh, god, I hate doing that. Okay, so we want to do close the station. That is so much nicer. Let's see. Boop, boop. Port Lubbock. There we go. Game music is accessible in the game directory, so you can put in your MP3 player. Yes, you can. When you launch the game, it actually lets you just set a directory.
Destination reached.
Just what I needed. A gaggle of shitheads.
Gotta get the hell out of here.
Okay, there we go. Certainly feels like I'm wrecking them faster.
Hostile craft
Oh.
entering the area.
Shit.
Juno.
Dead and gone.
Missile inbound. Our shields down. Our shields
The
down.
more the merrier.
Nope, stop. Well,
Damn it.
nope, that's not them.
Look, I ain't got
Okay, we want to do all into shields. I don't even care.
Hostile craft inbound.
Where are you aiming at? Ugh.
Getting ripped to bits. Somebody help.
Missile inbound. Missile evaded. Forward shields down.
We must escape.
Okay, well, I'm glad I figured out how to put power to shields, because we desperately needed that. We're having some troubles here. I'm having some maneuvering problems, too.
Mind a hand taking out this mark.
Forward shields down. Missile inbound. Forward hull breached. Hostile craft inbound. Systems heavily damaged. Systems critical.
Right out of this.
Okay. We might want to just leave.
Is the end.
craft entering the area. Bounty detected. Missile inbound.
We might want to just bail. Okay, now that I know that I can just put all power into engines, I think I can actually flee. And nobody can keep up with me. Okay.
Mayday. Requesting help from anybody in the area.
Port Lubbock. Yep, so I can actually flee now. I almost got wrecked. That was bad.
Disengaged by craft proximity.
Don't even care.
Destination reached. Hostile
Whee.
craft entering the area.
Clearance granted. You are now
Skipping this. Don't want to die. Thank you, Steel Autumn, for the 9-month resub. Wow, it really feels like you're the target at a firing range. Yeah, I need some better... I need some better everything. Until we get that, I'm going to just... That's going to be common. At least we made it out of there. Now that I can switch things around... Oh, it's gonna save my butt. Oh, that was expensive, though.